Hello, guys. Give me just a sec to get my bearings. Um, if this video, uh, it can be able to upload, and y'all seeing this, thank God, and thank you for tuning in. I'm making a recording. I was trying to go live, but I just freshly made this about a day ago, and I don't know if it's a recent thing with YouTube or if this is new, but they're not letting me stream until until tomorrow, and I'll be a little bit busy tomorrow, so I wanted to upload this today. I was trying to live stream because I feel like it's a little bit easier, but whatever, and I can just do it like this. Uh, I like going live stream though because even if there nobody's watching, it just feels like I'm talking to people. But anyways, um, forgive my how I look. I look a little bit crazy, and forgive the kind of ricochet ratchet looking of this channel right now. uh Forgive it. I look a little rough. One, I always look a little bit rough, and two, it's been a little bit of a it's been a little bit of a stressful time. Not stressful, it's just I have to do all this tech stuff, and I'm not really a tech guy. um and so yeah, it's just when I'm doing this tech stuff and trying to figure stuff out, when stuff stops working and stuff, it kind of just lowers my energy. But um, I'm here though. And I just really want to say, um, welcome, welcome to Anime Metroplex Extravaganza. Uh, I hope the name sounds good because I really like it. It started with Anime Metroplex, and I was like, "Yo, that sounds hard, bro. That sounds hard." And then I was like, I didn't want to sound like too basic though, so I wanted to add a little bit something in there, and I was like, all right, so you know, what should I do? What should I name it? And what's it gonna all be about? And it's gonna be. I was like extravaganza. But anyways, hello, welcome to Anime Metroplex Extravaganza. I am Q Vonzel. Um, and this is a video to let you guys know about me, and know who I am, and yada yada, just first upload, tell you about me, tell you about the channel and what to look for in the future. I will while I will leave this on the while I will leave this on the channel. I will not delete it. um, and I will just like make new versions of this video of Anime Metroplex Extravaganza, um, um, introduction videos, for as the channel progresses and higher quality and introducing new people and blah blah blah. And I will make new videos of this. Uh, you will see me pausing a lot to talk because I am a rough speaker. I curse a lot. So as to not, plus there's me uploading this. um YouTube has, of May 1st or 2nd, May 1st, 2023. YouTube has a lot of guidelines, and I'm not really refreshed on them. All I know is that I shouldn't curse and say certain words. um so that's what I would try to do, is I'm trying to keep it clean because I have two other channels, and I'm not trying to monetize those. So I try to, like, I'm a free talk over there. I curse, say whatever. But this one, I want a bit of monetization. You know, for the channel itself, because I'm gonna be trying to do a lot of things that I'll talk about in a minute. And I need some of these channels I need some of these things that I'm doing to like pay for itself. Um, so yeah, I want to monetize this channel, so I'm going to be like pausing a lot and trying to say my words clearly and not say bad words and stuff like that. So yeah, but like I said, welcome to Anime Metroplex Extravaganza. I am Q Vanzel, um, and this is my anime channel that I will build. Where about to talk. I have a talking points right here. So the things I'll be doing on this channel, which I might get into. is I'm going to be like doing streams, stuff like or recordings and streams and stuff like that. So this would have been a stream, but it's a recording. But I'll be doing recordings like this and streams like this sometimes. Um, Sometimes it'd be by myself, and then sometimes it'll be with other people. With friends. Uh, who will be coming on time to time, and then with other types of people, from just all types of people. I'll be just bringing kind of like random people, not random but like types of people to this channel. Like I'm always going to just be bringing people to like stream and podcast with them and stuff like that. And then I will have a set. When I find the team or find the right people, I will have a. There will be a cast of people here. I don't know how many, but there's going to be a cast of people. I say maybe over three, over four plus of people here for this channel. So yeah, there's going to be podcasts and streams. There's also going to be interviews and stuff like that with people, with anime people or big like people like, oh, like what's your favorite anime, or how did you get into anime? And then so specifically though, people who've been writing web novels and web comics or making animations and stuff like that, because I'm going to be promoting myself and other creators on this channel. Um, I'll Since I will be putting the link to this channel in my on my writing sites. You guys know that I am Q Funzel. I've been writing something, some things. I said something, some things, and this channel is for me to promote those things that I'm writing, and to help promote other people who are writing, and and so on and so on. And so those are the type of people I'll be bringing on, from minor writers and web artists and artists to major. Uh, the more I grow this channel, the more people I'll be bringing on to help promote and get them started on their journey to becoming a successful artist. So yeah, promotions, audio story. Um, I feel like it's like a little neat thing to do, especially starting up, because I feel like everybody knows this, but if you're a web novelist or a web comic artist, most of the time you want you want your stuff to like be anime, and I'm writing to make myself an anime. Um, so to capture and be more immersive with my story, I am going to do some things like audio stories. Like web audio stories. You come onto the channel, and there'll be pictures and and a speaker, your narrator, readers of the story. Um, and like I said, it's going to be my stories, and I might feature by other people's stories too for the audio stories. Like it's with promotions, audio story, and other stuff I'm gonna talk about. It's going to be both my stuff and others. Excuse the noise in the background. Like I said, ratchet setup right now, but it's going to improve. Um, what else? Original story music videos. So, original story music videos. Um, I'm going to really be putting time and energy into this stuff and money, and it's going to be a point I am going to make anime music videos for my stories. And again, I might feature some other people's stories and make some music videos for their stories too if they want. But yes, I'm going to be making when I get the funds and the team and everything like that, I will be putting out anime music videos of with original music. Well, the first might be like some copyright music from you know famous artists and stuff like that, maybe, and maybe some non-copyright music. I don't know, but in the end, it's going to be official original music that I either made or paid to get made for the stories. Next is anime reviews slash Patreon anime reaction. So this one is a little tricky because two things. One, so basically anime reviews and slash Patreon anime reactions is anime reviews. I will be talking about y'all would give me anime recommendations, or I would just pick up an anime and I would watch it and I'd review it on the YouTube. To not get copyrighted or or nothing happened to me, I will just talk about it what happened. Well, I'm gonna slap a spoiler warning and be like, oh yeah, I like this. I like when that character did that. Character did this, and then I will be making a Patreon for to make an anime reaction. Um, to like for the like to actual react to the anime. Um, I will be doing that. It's gonna be tough for me because I will talk about it in a bit, but my relationship with anime is really tough, and I really just don't like anime nowadays. I'll get to it later, but I will try to react to some of the anime as much as I can. And like I said, I will have a team, and they probably will mostly react to those anime for you guys. Anime skits. Um, we're gonna be making skits, where you just parody an anime. You like just as an anime character, whatever. It's just a skit. We just do things. It's gonna be random skits. We dress up and just do a skit. It's gonna be skits. So that will be, the things we'll be doing. It's going to be a lot. I will be selling, like when time comes, we'll be trying to sell merchandise, and we're going. It's gonna be an extravaganza, man. It's gonna be extravaganza. I'm going to really do it big. I'm going to be seeing if I can get y'all free subscriptions. Well, if you, I might be importing, not importing, but I might. There's some things where you can get start. You can give your subscribers and your viewers stuff from Japan. Candy assorted boxes, clothes. Anime trinkets. I'll be doing that for you guys. I will try to do that, but like I'm gonna be doing it big. Um, it's gonna be a lot, and I know it sounds like a bunch of empty promises, and I know starting off is gonna seem like I'm not really putting much into it because it's gonna be rocky. Maybe I'm not really uploading a lot. Maybe I'm not putting a lot of chapters out for my stories. But this is a passion of mine, and I'm gonna tell you this: if I am quitting this, I would tell you that I am not gonna be quitting this. But if I do quit, I'm going to tell you I'm never going to just leave this channel blank one day. Like, oh, he made this video and he never uploaded again. If I am going to quit, I am going to tell you guys. But until there's no plan of me quitting anytime soon. So I'm going to rank this really big for you guys and for me. So that's what we're going to be doing, and that's that. So let's get into introductions a little bit more. I was just talking a little bit, gloss. I was just trying to like give a little speed run of what's going to be happening on here. Introduction to me in this channel. What is this channel about? I think I just said it's just going to be anime, and it's like the anime hub, but it's not the hub. It's the anime Metroplex, boy. Extravaganza. I had to build. I'm a little bit tired. But I have to put that energy in there, man. It's gonna be better. I'm gonna be having more energy when I start doing more video stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to cram all this stuff and get all that shit done. Crap. Crap. Dang it. We're gonna just gloss over it. If I can, I'll try to edit it out. I don't know. But yeah. Just looking at this list real quick to go over everything. Make sure I don't forget anything. Channel is about. Yeah, we did that. About me and when I started this channel. Basically, like I said, I'm writing stuff. I want to promote it. Also, I freaking love anime. I love it, and I love sharing anime with people and talking with people. And it's like I love the anime community. I love them. I love the anime community. I love everybody in it. I love the anime. Like I just love anime, and this is a chance to like really not on this is the it's just to like really share the love of anime with everybody, as much as I can. Um, Anime got me through tough times. I'll be doing story times later on, but I had some tough times in life, and when I found anime, it really, really, really helped me, and I love it. And even though I'm gonna say this, I can't really watch anime like that no more. because of the type of anime that is going on. But I still love it. I still really love it. I love it, and I want to make an extravaganza of anime. You know. Uh, what's the next? I already set the goals for the channel. Mostly did all of this. Again, more about me and my interests. So, um, I am Q Bunzel. My interests are working out, exercise. Um, I have two other channels, and one of the channels is focused on bettering yourself, stuff like that, and bettering journey, self improvement. And I'm going to be posting workout videos on there, so if you want to go there, you'll see. But I am into fitness right now. I'm like slightly fit. What I mean by that is like I'm very muscular and aesthetic with a beer belly, and that's basically it. That's to sum it up basically. Um, like I'm built, but I got that beer belly. But I'm into fitness. I love anime. Actually, not just anime. I love all media, live movies, live TV shows. Actual TV shows, stuff like that. Um, Anime, cartoons, books, manga, whatever. Like I'm all media. Theater plays. I'm not too heavily into it, but I love those two. I was in theater I was in theater in high school, uh, and I love plays. They're really cool. The interest of mine. Philosophy and psychology. I'm very into that. Like you might see me on my other channels going to philosophical and psychological rants. Um, Speaking of rants, I'm a huge critic. I am like Gordon Ramsay when it comes to criticizing stuff. I am not kidding, man. Like if there's an anime and the 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 music orchestration was not on point, or that clip was not on point, or that story arc was not on point, I am on that. I'm criticizing hard. Um, I even do that to food. Like I do it to like a lot of stuff. I'm a hard critic. I'm the Gordon Ramsay of criticizing stuff. Not because I don't like it, just because I want it to be really good. And so when I see imperfections, I start going crazy. Um, that's about me. I'm 20 years old, about to be 21 in about 2 months. My birthday is July 25th, 2002. I was born in 2002, so yeah, I might be 21. I graduated in 2020, Skyline High School, um, uh, Dallas, Texas. What else about me? What else? I'm single. Right now, well. You don't need to know that. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. While you will see when I start uploading, I'm a pretty chill guy. I'm a little bit goofy, and I'm gonna say this right now. It might not seem like it, but like when we get this stuff rolling, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I am I'm a showman. I am a showman. I love to entertain. I love to make people smile and laugh. I love it. I love when people are enjoying themselves, getting entertained. So that's something about me. I am a showman. Favorite movie was The Greatest Showman. Also, shout out to Hugh Jackman, best of the best. Yeah, and oh yeah, something about me. With media, I love YouTube reactions, or I love reactors on YouTube. My favorite YouTube reactors are damn it, why? Excuse my language. Why am I missing him? Your boy Roshi. Your boy Roshi is my favorite YouTube channel. I love Roshi. I love Shira. I love Lupa. I love them, bro. They're the anime. For me, when it comes to like real life anime trios, they're the anime trio for me, man. Like, Roshi, Lupa. He's that heavy comedian, and he's just really funny, man, bro. Like, he's just really funny. And then Shira, like you have Lupa who is the extreme comedian or the extreme person, and then you have Shira who she's really subtle, and she she kind of like she kind of equilibrates the energy in the room, and you got and she comes up with good one liners, man. Like she's really funny, and you have Roshi who is who's the in between of them who he got that comedic energy, and he can bring that energy out, and he's really funny, and then at the same time he's chill, and like it just the energy balance is like really good. I love their duels, and they really and they do a good job of paying attention to the reactions, and also um, they like what's what I'm trying to look for. They pay attention to the reactions. At the same time, they can still give you that energy, because usually what happens is that people can give energy but they can't pay attention to the reaction, or people can pay attention to the reaction but can't give the energy. And they do a nice job of finding the equilibrium, and they react to a lot of stuff I like. Uh, and I just love them. I just love your boy Roshi. They're fucking crap. I curse again. They're really funny, and they're really funny, and they just I love them, man. That's all I can really say. Um, Also, shout out to your boy Rock Lee. I like them too. Your boy Roshi is my favorite, but I like them too. Shout out to Dayasha. He's really funny too. And who else? RTTV came like I'd have to put RT. So I goes your boy Roshi, RTTV. Then your boy Rock Lee, and then Dayasha. I'm not trying to put Dayasha the last. It's just that they haven't been. They don't really upload like that, and then like it's just 12 of them. So I don't have that energy. And Dayasha, he can like he he be carrying the energy, and it's like I don't know, man. But he's the good too, bro. I love Dayasha, bro. He's really cool. I love his girl, man. Like she's really cool too. She's very funny and interesting. I love their little duo. I love the stuff they be reacting to. They be reacting to the classics, man. And it'd be hard to find people who react to the classics. Um, and but yeah, I love reactions. I love. I really so I there's not really a lot of new good for me. There's not a lot of new good stuff going on, with movies and anime, whatever, just in media. And so I found that my new favorite thing would just be watch people react to things, and I really love it. I love their reactions, to get a different take, you know, to either like to say like to have the same reaction to me, or even to like have a different reaction. I like when I like when I will watch reactors who um have a very different even belief of me, and they talk about it in a reaction a video differently than me, um um and they will be disagreeing and saying bad stuff about the reaction that I found interesting. And most people they be like, oh no, you don't know, but like me, excuse me, I love when they do that. I love it because it makes me understand them more, and understand like the world better. Like when they have it. Like for instance, there's one I know called Core 4 TV. That's Core 4 TV. They are amazing. Um, uh, they're a trio, and I remember one time I was watching them react to, I think, what, Moon Knight. I think maybe it was one. Um, I can't remember his name because I haven't watched him in a while. Not because I don't like them or something like that. It's just because I haven't had time to watch them, so it's been a real good minute. But since I've been watching them, as soon as I can, I will start watching them again. But there's the light skinned big dude. I forgot his name. Dang, I wish I could remember his name. It was a part he didn't like, and he was saying really negative stuff about it. And I know some of the comments, they don't like when he do that, and I just find it interesting. Like, okay, so okay, you like this, you don't like that, and it gives me a better understanding of him. And I kind of, for me, I enjoy the reaction even more. And then I even, let's say I probably didn't I like his reaction to it. I know I know if he reacts to a show, let's say there's two shows, I know he will react better to this show than he will react to this show. So it's just, I love reactions. I love the people who react. Um, So yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, that's a little bit about me, for the time being. Um, so we're gonna get into like me and my writing. We're gonna talk about that next. Um, oh my God, this is what you might about to probably see me, get a little bit more energetic. This is what I really want to talk about, especially since I'm gonna be putting this link to this YouTube channel is for me promoting my writing. So this is gonna be. I'm excited this. I'm excited for this, and like I said, I'm going to be renewing this. For people coming in, because I know the setup is a little weird and I look rough as heck, and maybe my energy or the quality audio is just bad. Um, so I will be renewing this. I'm gonna make the newest one when I get when I get a new laptop, or not laptop, but PC. Cause I'm on a laptop right now. And my equipment just upgrade. I'm gonna make a new one, and that's when I'm gonna like officially make trailers and get people for this channel, like all that. But anyways, uh, what I'm excited for my writing. The first thing is my first story when I started writing. Man, my first story, which I'm still currently working on, it's not the one that I'm put out though. It's not like I know that I have a story on Wattpad and Fiction Press, and which I'm about to also put on web novel and blah blah blah. It's not that story. The story I'm working on, I'm going to release it when I can uh, either make it into a full webcomic or a full anime. I'm not releasing that joke. I know it's like, oh, you release it, but it's like no, because there's a bunch of good things in there. But anyways, my first story, when I first started writing, was what's it called? It was in my junior year of high school. So basically, what happened is I had a like I said, I can't go too deep into what happened. Like I said, I'm gonna have story time, but basically what happened, quick summary. I had like if you anyone who's been in high school, or maybe just in later life, you have that epiphany moment where it's like, okay, I gotta do something different. I have to start doing something. Like it's like when you transition from, I don't know what I want to do with my life, and I'm just like, I'm just a feather in the wind. I'm just a gray man in the background, just just going with the flow. And I had an epiphany, and I was like, man, I want to do more with my life. I want to do better, you know, and that's when I started writing something. I a little breakdown all what happened. I kind of like started thinking like what I want to do for my life and stuff like that. And I don't know if I can't remember exactly because it was like 3 4 years ago, 5 years ago maybe. But I was like, okay, let me try to do see if I want to do this. Let me see if I want to do that. And so basically what I did was I signed up for theater. I signed up for theater club. I signed up for theater club. And I started writing something like that. I can't really tell. All I know is that I went to the artistic side um, of things. I went to the artistic side of things. Um, and I remember I was in my computer class, and like I really didn't do nothing in that class. It was an extra class, and it didn't really matter if I passed or not that class. I had all my credits, and I usually just didn't do the work. I think it was a business class, but I was in the computer class. So we was in the computer room, and it was a business class, but I really didn't do nothing because I didn't really care, and the teacher didn't do nothing to just like make me do anything. So I usually just sat there on my phone, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, bruh, I like writing stories, I like anime, and I just had the random thought, let me make an anime. And I started writing. The class was like 30 40 minutes maybe or something like that. You know how class is, and I don't know if I did it in 2 days or one, but I wrote a summary of an idea of anime that I wanted, and it was called the Ashra Project, um, and you know it was basically I don't want to give it out right now. I don't want to give it out. Like I might talk about it a little bit later, but I don't want to give it right now. Like it was a cool. It was like the like shonen type anime stuff. Like it was a cool like cool writing, bro. And I got done with it, and you know what's it called? I printed it, and I took it to my friends. I was like, yo, bro, let's make an anime. I in my friend group and just in general, I am that guy who comes to the person and brings up an idea. Yo, let's go to the park. Oh, yo, let's go to like a party. Oh, let's go here. Like I was that type of guy, you know. And so I was like, yo, uh, let's bro, let's make an anime, bro. Let's write an anime, man. And they were just like, shoot, let's do it. And I was like, bet, let's go. And yeah, that was junior year, and you know, I just got my boys, and I got my boys, my friend group that I you know be with, and you know we made a not a YouTube but a Discord, and we made roles, and we started like signing who was doing what. You know, this person was gonna be like one was gonna help me write. You know, like help me write because I need like he was my secondary. I was a primary writer. He was a secondary writer, and we was gonna you know help each other and write the story out. And there was a dude with the finding pictures to you know the world, and this dude was you know we just started just doing stuff. Um, I think I don't know if it was junior year or sophomore year, not junior or senior year. I can't remember which one, but it was to the point where I went to anime club. There was an anime club at my high school, and I had told them like, "Yo, we writing anime." And at first it was received well, but I was a kid basically, you know, back then. I still think of myself a kid as now, even though I'm 20, about to be 21. I was still a kid, and I didn't understand what it would take to be a leader on a project like that. I didn't know what it was going to be to happen. But the short story short for that part of explaining what happened is that um, we kind of went on hiatus, and then like at the end of my senior year, we started back. You know, like in the senior year, me graduating, we started back on the story. There was some few complications and stuff like that. My secondary writer dude, he was mad at me and he kind of quit on me. But you know, like it was a bunch of stuff going on. You know, but in the senior year we started back, and yeah, and I've ever since then I've been trying to write. You know, I graduated high school, and I you know with some other stuff I was trying to do, I was you know just writing. You know, write and yeah stuff like that. Why I started writing. Kind of basically, you know, just because I wanted to write. Yeah, why I started writing. Pretty simple, you know, like anime and stuff like that. But another reason why I started writing is because I've gotten to a point where one, I've watched all the good anime that I like, and I don't see any more. I don't. There isn't any more anime. People aren't making things that I like anymore. You know, people aren't making anything that I like anymore. There's a bunch of isekais um, and just a bunch of stuff I don't like. I'll get into that stuff later. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I don't like, you know, and I had the idea, okay, if I don't like what they're putting out anymore, just make my own, you know. Like it's like, bro, you know, don't just sit here and complain about what they're not doing. Like, oh, they didn't make this show out like, you know, they didn't make a good character like this. They didn't make the character like that. They didn't put that romance like this. Blah blah blah. You know, like I was like, forget it. I'm gonna just make my own stuff. So that was another big reason why I started writing anime, which was the love of it, and because you know, they nobody was making what I like, so I was like, let me make what I like then myself. My goals for writing, it's pretty simple. You know, I plan on writing these stories out, then put them into webcomic, and then finally to anime. Uh, Big goal, and it sounds like very like it's a big goal, and it's near impossible, and especially since I plan on financing this all myself. I don't plan on anyone picking this up for me. I'm going to finance this myself, um, and that's one of my goals. That leads into one of my goals is like business. You know, I want to start a business, and so I can rack up money to start investing into my story so I can make it animated. Plus, I have a goal of I want to make a production company. You know, and I'm going to be making everything over there: movies, shows, plays, anime, cartoons, all that. Music videos, music, all that stuff like that. Just a little quick breakdown on my side, not my side, but my goals besides writing these stories out. Um, like I said, I'm doing a quick run through. Like I will give more details and more entertaining stories and dialogue and dialect, all that stuff. Later. Just trying to get through this stuff, and I got some other stuff to go do. My current writing. So yeah, my current writing. As you also know, my current writing is World of Jin. That is my current writing. Um, I really really like it, especially what I have planned for it. And I like, yeah, man, like it's essentially about this girl named Elaine. She's I don't even know my own character's age. I think she's early 20s, basically 21, 22 to 24, like 22, I think 23. Um, uh, I know guys like you don't know your character's age. I While I've written some story out, and I have a whole outline of how the story is gonna go, like just one and done. I have the story how it's gonna go, um, and now I just gotta write it. Um, there's a little few details that like I focus a lot on the main stuff, so there's a bunch of details I gotta fill in. So yeah, that's why. But yeah, she's a early 20s girl in college, and like all protagonists in animes or stories, she ain't messing with with the average life, man. She don't want this, bro. Like, and she is becoming mundane and stuff like that, and a dude shows up and kind of like spins her world, turns her world upside down, like shows a new world, a whole new world. But yeah. So yeah. The guy, the male character name is Faust Cater. He is a Jin who can turn into a human. Because he is a merit type Jin, which I'll get into later. But it's basically he's a high class Jin. Um, and they kind of like join forces and they meet up with some other people. You know how it goes. But yeah, the World of Jin is essentially about it's a romance, it's an action, an adventure, a dark fantasy. There's gonna be some dark stuff, man. There is going to be dark stuff. Um, I don't know if people can tell by the writing, but it's um, it's a bit gritty, dark and gritty. And at the same, it then starts switching from like comedy and lighthearted and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it's gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get very dark. There's gonna be dark things in the like. There's like 2 to 3 halves of this story. Two to three parts of this story. The first part, which people are now, is gonna have some dark undertones. But we get to like the second to third part and stuff like that, or the second part, it's gonna get dark. Just so heads up. Let people know. Um, so yeah. Um, as the name says, Word of Jinn. There's Jinn inside. There's Jinn in it. Um, I'm getting some things worked out, but it's going to be heavily influenced by the Arabic or stuff like that. I think Arabic, that's how you say it, like some Arabic themes to it. Um, Plus because I kind of one of the inspirations of this was Magi Labyrinth of Magic. That was one of the inspirations. Another inspiration was Bleach. Um, so there's Bleach, Magi, Labyrinth of Magic, and I would say I think that'd be really all. There's a bit of like Jujutsu Kaisen in there, but that's mainly just because Jujutsu Kaisen was heavily inspired. I think it was one of the things inspired was Bleach, so there's going to be that correlation to it. But yeah, so yeah, like what did think else? Doing this all out of order. But yeah, there's Jin in it. Magical beings. Uh, there's gonna be angels in it, and like just a bunch of stuff. I will promote it better later on. Just trying to go through this stuff real quick. Um, Sites I will be writing on. I will be writing on Wattpad. Um, and for time being, so Wattpad, Fiction Press, and there's this other one. I haven't uploaded just yet. Uh, but it's called Royal something, I guess. I can't. I don't know. I forgot the name of it. But I'm gonna be uploading on there for a time being. Um, the chapter's gonna be like 200 plus or something like that, and I'm gonna put like the first 20 chapters on Fiction Press, Wattpad, in the Royal place. Um, the rest of the writing chapters will be on web novel, Topaz, manga to with something like that. The bit of a bigger sites. Where the comics are at. I'm going to be uploading there. I'm also going when I get the funds and the people. I'm going to be uploading on webcomic. Uh, Not webcomic, webtoon. Well, webcomic too, but I'm going to be uploading webtoon. It's the most popular thing right now. So yeah, that's the place I'm gonna be going. My collections of stories. Okay, my collection stories. So, written stories. On like on paper. It's about when it comes to anime type. I have about three. I have three. I have, and they're my major ones too. They're the ones I really like. I have about three stories. Um, One is Jin. The other one is the first story I ever made, and the third one was something I made just recently. Is People will understand. I'm gonna make sure I don't copy the source too much, but when I start putting out cover art for it, people know what it's from. People will understand why I wrote that story and what's happening, what's going on there. It's uh it's inspired by a type of story that's very famous. It's a cartoon, but people consider it anime. Um, and What else about it? There's a lot of fan fiction about it's gonna be based around romance, and people make fan fiction about this romantic ship a lot, and it's a very popular shipping, and I'm gonna make sure I don't copy the source too much, but I'm making an original story about it. There's gonna be elements. People gonna be like, "Oh, this is about yeah." But it's gonna be original though. The world is gonna be original. The character is gonna be original, but you're gonna see some heavy influences. And I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about all three. I'm excited about Jin and getting into it. I'm excited about the my first story because there's some interesting things in there, and I'm excited about the other one too. Like I'm very excited, and I know people's gonna love them. Especially the third one that's heavily influenced. That one's gonna be, that's yeah. Non-anime. Um, I have think I have two. Let's see, one, two. I have two cartoons I have written, not fully out, but basically, got some chapters on it. There's two cartoons. Um, I was a kid who grew up on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and stuff like that, Nicktoons, and basically that's what they're kind of about, and that's what they kind of are. That's what they kind of are. They're those type of cartoon shows. Um, and you know, One is called The Adventures of the Shockingly Shocking Squad. I think something like that. It was a story that a friend made the idea of, and it's in the works a little bit. I wrote two to three. I wrote like a prologue and two to three chapters on it. It needs some work because it's very infantile. Like it's a little. It needs some work. One of my friends really hates it, but it needs some work, and I will be working on it more when I get to it. And the other one is I didn't really give it a name, but it's a cool story too. It's the Shocking Squad is going to probably be unisex and but more for girls, and the other cartoon story is going to be more for guys. I would say that. Um, yeah, that. But non-cartoon, uh, I'm writing. I'm writing two movies. I'm pretty sure. Uh, well, officially, I've only written like one movie. Now when it comes to ideas, I've written about. I have not written, but I have about two or three. And so going to ideas, things that I just have in my head. There's a bunch. I am the idea guy. Like I have a bunch of good idea stories to put out and write and stuff like that for anime, for TV shows, for movies, all of that. Um, so I would say so I have I've got like five, six things written. So I have about 26 stories that I want to put out. Six of them written, 20 of them in my idea, in my head, and I know I can go even more. Man, I was just thinking of a good MMA anime type story. So yeah. I have a bunch of, I have romance anime, I have action anime, I have slice of life anime, I have psychological anime, psychological movies, cartoon show. I have a bunch, man. And now just gotta get these ideas on paper and be more consistent. And like I understand. So like yeah, I know people's like, oh, you said all this stuff, man, but I know. And I'm very, I'm a bit self-deprecating because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to do it, but I'm trying to hold that self-deprecation at bay and have the confidence that I'm going to do this. So yeah, those are my collection stories of things that I'm going to be doing. Current authors I read. Okay, um, so when it comes to stories and stuff like that, I'd say like for like Wattpad and Fiction Press, like okay, so if you're talking about like people like me who are writing stories like that on Fiction Press and Wattpad, there's not really many. I just joined and stuff like that, but I have started. I just found some stories I like, so I can social network because social networking is a big part of it, and not only to social network and get some social standing with people, but also just because shoot, I want to look at some of these fictions that people making, bro. Some people making some good stuff. I found maybe like two or three good freaking stories that I like. The other two authors I don't know for certain, but I know the stories. One is called Slayer's Edge. Um, it's a female author. I forgot her name though. It's a long name. I think I forget the other story name. It was something like Fire Elements or something like that. I don't know. But the number one note I do remember and I do know is Killer Connect New Blood. I just started reading that. I'm about to get to the second chapter. Uh, um, and I like it. I really like it a lot. I I love while I like romance and light fantasy. I also like dark fantasy, and it's that dark fantasy. I love it, and I like his writing. I like it. I like it a lot. Um, so yeah, that's some new stuff I've been doing with like authors and stuff like that. And besides that, um, yeah, that's about it with authors. Unless you're talking about like webtoon, like I'll be on webtoons, a webtoons author. I can't really say the author, but the webtoons I would be reading is unordinary. What else? Unordinary. What's that other called? I forgot the freaking name of it. What's it called? It's something re something. Dang it, what's it like? Is it on my phone? Like, let me look at my phone real quick. Give me a second, guys. So I know unordinary. I had watched, not watched. I had read something. It was in high school called Days of Hana. Oh my God, that was so good. Tower of God, God of High School, Midnight Poppy Land. What else? I'm thinking this off the top of my head while I look for the what's the name. I haven't read Midnight Poppy Land in a minute. I want to get back to it though, cause I'm missing some stuff, and I hate when I miss stuff. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to look. Trying to let's see. Dang, I can't see it. I need to see. I need to read Everything Is Fine. I need to read that. But yeah, there's some more. There was one called Read Something that I've been reading. It's like the the character uses blood, and it's like a zombie apocalypse and stuff like that. Like I think it's about to finish, which I'm kind of mad. But yeah, I've been reading that, and yeah, man. Like I read stuff on webtoons time to time. It's a little bit on the it's webtoons starting to be a little bit on the more LGBTQ plus stuff, and while I don't care, I don't have any problems against that. I'm not really into the LGBTQ plus stuff. Um, and the stuff that is kind of good, it's I don't know, it's not really to my liking. Um, yeah, Midnight Poppy Land, but yeah. Dang man, I wanted to. Oh yeah, Sweet Home. Oh my God, Sweet Home was so good. I did not like the. I did not like the. I didn't like the what's it called, the live action. I didn't like it, but I read that it was the Arthur wanted to be like a standalone series. So, oh yeah, Goth Gold on the Jock. But that's pretty new. I just read that. But yeah. So yeah, that's some stuff. And so speaking of stuff I like that I read and stuff like that, next thing is anime. Okay, my relationship to anime and how I started. Oh my god. So my relationship to anime. So let's get to how I started. So how I started anime. So mine was pretty simple. I think I was like in third, fourth, or fifth grade. I think like third or fourth grade. I think I was, basically I was in elementary, and so while I was watching things like Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and Bakugan also, little Bakugan, I didn't know that they were considered anime. I thought they were just cartoons, so I didn't really know what anime was. So, like, I was watching anime, but I didn't really like know no anime. Like I was just thinking it was cartoons. Uh, I officially got into anime when one night, I think it was like a Saturday night, school night, not school, not like off day from school, and it was nighttime, and I was just flipping through the cable channels. I was flipping through the channels, and I was like, man, there's nothing on, bro. I don't know what it is, but at nighttime I don't know. For me, I don't know what was going on, but that day, like, there was nothing on, bro. I was like, dang, man, there ain't nothing on. I went to like the like section for kids, Cartoon Network, Nicktoons, Nickelodeon, Nick Jr., Disney Channel. Nothing was on at that time for me, bro. Or maybe because I had like a certain taste, so I didn't see anything that was on for me. But I was just flipping and flipping and flipping, and then uh, I knew at the time Cartoon Network went to Adult Swim, and that it would have like nighttime shows for the adults, and like Family Guy and American Dad, blah blah blah. I didn't feel like watching that stuff. So I was like, man, there's nothing. Oh no 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 no! It wasn't that I didn't feel like watching it. It wasn't on at the time. It was those. If you know Adult Swim, they have weird live action shows. It was one of those weird live action shows for adults, and I wasn't really messing with it. But I was like, nah, that ain't me. Uh, but flipping, I guess the live action show ended, and or some, I don't know, like, no, it didn't end. It didn't end. It wasn't even there. Basically, I was just avoiding Cartoon Network because I knew nothing was on. But just to see, I flipped on Cartoon Network, and boom, like, first anime was there, and the anime I watched, and the first anime, and till this day I love it, is one of my favorites. Not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites, and I'm so grateful to it. In You Asha. Inuyasha. Inuyasha was my first anime, and the anime that got me started on my journey to watching anime. Um, I don't know. It was a scene. I think they were facing off. They were either fighting the girl. It was in the beginning episodes. I think maybe it was either when they was fighting that hair girl, the one that was making like webs with her hair, or they was facing Sesshomaru. Sesshomaru was the goat, by the way. Strongest dude in the anime, bro. They gave Inuyasha plot to be able to stand with Sesshomaru. He is the goat. But anyways, um, I think they were maybe facing off against Sesshomaru. Getting the Tetsaiga and stuff like that, and cutting off his arm. Hey, he got his arm cut off. He got his arm cut off, but he was still bodying people. But anyways, that was my first anime. So I haven't really. I have to read so real quick about that because I want to talk about it. They have recently, I think around 2020. I think it was either 2018 to 2020 or 2022. I don't really know. I can't remember. They released a sequel, Yashime. While I know what it is about, I have not seen it yet, and I'm excited to watch it. I've been kind of like putting it off because Yashime is one of those anime where it's really really good, or I'm gonna really like it. Like I know I'm gonna love it, but it's probably gonna be the only anime. It's like when you have a really great anime and you don't want to touch it, or I don't know if everybody else has this feeling, but like if there's a really 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 good anime I'm gonna like, I don't want to watch it yet. I want to save it for like later or something like that because like especially for me, there be nothing to watch, and so once I watch it, I'm gonna watch it and I'll be like, dang man, I feel empty now, and there's nothing to watch. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. So I've kind of like been putting it off. Plus, I need to rewatch Inuyasha because since I was watching it on cable, um, and the time where I did have like a phone, the time I got like a device, like a tablet or a phone to watch it, I kind of like stopped for a second because it was like a bunch of episodes. This is when I was new to anime, and I did not know that anime had a bunch of episodes. Um, so yeah, so I basically I've been skipped around. I've seen I've seen the first part of Inuyasha like up to like um, what can I say? Like I watched a fair bit of the first act of Inuyasha, like some stuff in there, and then because I was watching on cable, they skipped me to like some they s- hold up, god dang it, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. They skipped me to like the part where there was this guy. I can't remember. It was so long ago, but they skipped me around. They skipped me around. They skipped me around, and I'm trying to think of where I was at. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. But I just really want to know, but like I can't remember. It was so long ago. It was like so long ago. But they skipped me around. I know how it ended. I know how it mostly ended. Because I got spoiled a little bit. But there was so much in between, and I want to watch the story again because the Yoshime has a thing in there that I know some people gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's one of those guys." But yo, my ship, my ship sailed, bruh. Rain Sashomaru, bruh. My ship sailed. My ship sailed. Look, I was like 10, 12 years old when I was watching Inuyasha and I was shipping Rain Sashomaru. So and I stayed strong with the ship, bro. Like that's me. I was like, I know there's some people who's watching this as adults and shipping a kid and an adult. So that's them. Don't come for me. I was watching stuff as a kid, shipping a kid to a Sesshomaru, cause like I was a little bit older than her, but like I was just a kid and I was shipping a love romance. So don't come for me, man. Go for the dudes like 30 plus years old over here shipping that. Um, but yeah, so yeah, that was my first anime. My relationship to anime. My relationship to anime, especially currently, it is a love hate relationship because I love anime. Um, I've had some traumatic experiences in the past in anime with other cartoons and other media stuff, but anime really, really helped me get through those traumatic experiences. Quick thing, I was bullied in school, and not no more. I ain't bullied no more, but not anyways. I was bullied in school, and one of the things that I was dealing with was confidence issues. Um, Inuyasha, which was one of my first anime, uh, you know, I pulled something, and this is how much anime helped me. This is how much anime helped me. I pulled something from Inuyasha to help my confidence, and that was so I was looking at Sesshomaru because I was like, okay, I want to be more confident. I want to have that air of like, oh, I'm that guy. I'm very confident. I'm strong. Blah blah blah. I wanted to have that air of it. And I remember one day, I think it was like eighth grade to like freshman year, something like that, in freshman year of high school. Like between that time, I was um I was looking up, okay, how can I be more confident? And one of the things was body language, and I was looking up characters who had strong, confident body languages. I think I looked up like Madara, Escanor, I think maybe if he was if he was around that time, and there's some other people I can't really remember. And one of them was Sesshomaru, and I pulled heavily from him. The body language that Sesshomaru did that I had copied was, if you know about royal people in anime or just people who just are smug, but it's mainly like royal people. They hold their head up high and they just look straight forward, bro. Like they don't even it's like they don't even consider you a living being, and that's something that Sesshomaru does a lot. He'll just be like staring off into space just like this, and just going by this day. Somebody be talking to him, he'd be like, and just breeze on by. And so holding my chin up, standing back straight and stuff like that. I copied that, and lo and behold, it actually really worked. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but my confidence, that the thing from Sesshomaru with other things improved my confidence, and till this day, uh, you know, there'd be a lot of people who stare at me and who be complimenting me like, "Yo, you you look like there's been some instances like some recent ones. I was talking with my friends and we was talking about like confidence or something like that. I don't know. We was having a conversation, and one of my friends was like, "Yo, Quinn, you do be having that body language like you're that guy." And I was like, "Yeah, boy." And I know there was like I was at my job and there was a woman and she was like, "Hey, you must be a veteran here, at your job, something like that." I work at FedEx, by the way. More story time about that later. And she was taking me somewhere to like go work, cause they needed some people on a certain area, and she was taking me there. And I was just walking. I did my thing, back straight, head up, chin up, and she was just, like, you must like, be a veteran. You must be working. You know what you're doing and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, and I was like curious, why you say that? And she was like, you just got that. And she did the body language. She did like that. You got that aura. You got that air to you. And I was like, wow, no one's ever said it to me like that. And then another recent thing is like my mom. I was just walking into the kitchen to get some water or something like that, and she just started like, "Oh, that's my baby. You holding your chin up high, like So, I it's helped me with my confidence and stuff like that, and just make my life better. Like anime has really really done wonders to me, and I love anime. I love it. But God dang it, I hate that stuff now, man. I hate it, man, because man, these isekais, these etchies and harems, these freaking slice of lives, these these cheap trash anime. I'm sorry, here we go. Why it's not a trash anime? Tokyo Revengers Takemichi is a trash anime character. Deku is a wimp. Um, I'm sorry, bro. Look. I went through too much traumatic stuff. I don't give her what some people say. Respect to everybody though. Respect to everybody. But look, bro. Respect. Um, I went through too much stuff. Conquered to have a main character. Over here be a wimp like that, bro. It's like, man, if you don't get choked, man, get up, bro. What you doing, bro? But no. But yeah. Uh, I just might. I'm not liking anime right now, man. I'm not liking anime right now. I'm really not. Um, slice of slice of life rom coms and isekais are getting pumped out the most right now. Which I don't have that too much. I don't have too much. I don't really have too much problem with that. The reason why I'm a little bit irritated from that is because while they're getting pumped out a lot, the fantasy stuff, which I mainly like, is getting pumped out too. But it's like trash, man. It's trash. Dang, man, it's trash, man. It's like trash, man. It's like and there's only and like there's only a few that come out every year that's actually good. And plus, not only that, sometimes it's just seasons of like the top anime at that time, the mainstream anime. Like for instance, Demon Slayer, and something else like Black Clover and stuff like that. Demon Slayer is good, but it's a mid anime, man. It's just look for me, you know. I like story, bro. I like a really good story, man. And new age anime be having mid stories, bro. Or either have trash story or mid story. Demon Slayer, it's a mid story. It looks pleasing to the eye, which is why I know a lot of people like it, bro. A lot of people like it. So the soundtracks are good, the character design is good, the landscapes of the anime is good. Like all the like the places they go. Like everything is good. The power system is cool, and the way they show it is cool. Like it's really cool. So I understand why people like it. But I'm a person who goes beyond all of that, and I really look and be like, this story mid though. Um, like so yeah, like I'm not really liking anime. Then there's the isekai anime where I don't dislike isekai to a certain degree. It's not that I just don't like the genre. It's that the genre don't make itself interesting. Bro, 99% of freaking isekai anime is trash. And there's like that 1% for instance, like I know a few isekai animes that are good to me is Mushika Tensei, and I think there was another one. I think that's an isekai. I'm pretty sure. Like it's Overlord. I consider. I haven't really watched all the seasons, but I know that Overlord. I've watched it. That's a good isekai. Um, what's so Mushoku Tensei, Overlord. Uh, what's that? What's the one? Overpowered Hero or something like that. Cautious Hero. Cautious Hero is a good isekai. And a few other ones, but like I don't. Uh, while I do deem Konosuba a good isekai. I don't watch it. I deem it a good isekai though. It's just that it's not what I want to really look at. I've watched a few episodes. Like no, it's like to me, it's objectively good. It's just I don't want to really watch. I don't really want to watch it. Um, so yeah, that's Konosuba is another good one. But yeah. So yeah, isekai. But most of isekai though is just really trash, man. It's trash. And then these edgy anime. Oh my god, bro. Look, the world is getting more degenerate by the second, man. Bro, so right now there is a show called Inosaki's Dog, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. People are becoming degenerates, and while this stuff, there was these type of anime, way back then, it wasn't as popularized and idolized as today, man. So look, bro, and they're popping even more of this stuff out, and it's just a bunch of shows with just fan service, and it's like, look, while I appreciate and I legit like fan service in anime, it's sometimes people just do it. You just do it too much, and legit it takes away from the anime, bro. Because, bro, it could be, bro. Anime is about 23. So the an anime episode about 23, 24, or 26 maybe minutes long. People know 2 to 3 of those minutes are for the opening and the endings. The next there's gonna be bumpers, and then we all know about them flashbacks. There is not enough time in anime, especially if it has a story, for these god dang fan service, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta stop the fan service, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, nah, man. Like, it's like, but like I said, I do like the fan service. I remember, especially when I was in middle school, my two favorite, and I still feel like good to this day. My two favorite is not isekais, ecchi anime and harem anime is. Also, I don't like harem. For romance for me, I like one. I like only two characters who have a romance. I don't deal with all that love triangle stuff like that, and even if there is some love triangle stuff, um, you know, nigga, I have to have a winner, bro. I have to have a winner. I have to have a winner. But basically, I'm only a two romance guy. Like, look, there's only like one guy, one girl. They get together. I'm not all that. Oh, there's a girl over here and there's a girl over there, and I ain't with that, man. I'm sorry. That's just my personal thing. I don't really do that. Um, so I don't really mess with harem anime. But my favorite ecchi and harem anime is High School DxD and High School of the Dead. High School DxD. While I think I watched 2 seasons of it, the story was actually really good. Like better than I like, especially like even if I go back today, like it was actually better than I expected. And then second, the power system was cool, bro. And they added Norse mythology and all these mythologies in there and stuff, especially in the second season and the third season, stuff like that. Like it was cool, bro. It was cool. And High School is Dead. Wish it can continue, man. But we all know about High School of Dead, man. Like it is a classic. And two things I instantly remember from that anime: the B slap and the booba getting shot through. Boom. But yeah, I hope YouTube doesn't say something about that. Anyways, but yeah. Like those are my favorites. But after that, haven't really watched him like that, anime like that. Maybe like a few of them, especially like if it's dealing with like a type of isekai or something like that. Like I know that I watched Afureta and Gate, but that was mainly just because lollies. I like lollies, but that's just because I like short women. I like short women. I like petite short women. With a hourglass with actually figure. I don't like those stiff boards like that look like it. I like short women because I'm a short dude. I'm only like 5'7", bro. I ain't trying to go for no bro. I've hung out with a 5'6", girl, and she called me short, bro. She called me short, bro. There was a short girl who was like 4'9" who called me short. It's like, man, you know what? And I don't like it's just that it's just like, dang, bro. Like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with my short girls, or I'm gonna just yeah. I'm not insecure, by the way. I'm just joking around. Um, I like taller girls too. Look, I ain't trying to go over a girl that's 5'7", but I like tall girls too. But I really like short girls. I like short girls. Um, I might get it from my dad because my dad is like 6'7", even though I'm 5'7", which is God said, nah, you ain't getting that hate, my boy. But yeah, my dad's 6'7", my mom's 5'3", so I might get it from my dad. But anyways, um, uh, so yeah, that's why I was watching those because of the lollies. But besides that, I don't really watch that stuff. Like I said, I do like fan service though. Anime that I've watched that implement fan service with the story really well. Like one of them I know is like Code Geass, classic. There's fan service in there. Now I know the girl's a little bit too skinny and stuff like that, but they do it good. They do it really good, bro. Another one is it's an older one. I actually just recently watched it about some weeks ago. Speed Grapher. It was from the early 2000s. I just recently watched it, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Um, I was watching Speed Grapher. It's another thing where they give fan service, but they still implement it with the story. So like I do like and that it was a girl in there, man, with the fan service, but she had the big bahoogas, man. Like, so I do like fan service. It's just don't put so much fan service that it really takes away from the story with me. But nah, yeah, yeah. Like, basically, I'm the guy. Man. Basically, I'm the guy. Like, oh, I don't really like too much fan service. Oh, I don't like etchy. I like good. Like one. Like I like the default romance with guy and girl. And I don't like wimpy pro tags like Deku and well, Deku not wimpy. It's just he's very bland. Like stuff like that. But it's I have a very I wouldn't say it's a bit of a controversial take, or something like that, but everybody likes what everybody likes, and I don't have no problem with that. I'm gonna say this: Yaoi, Yuri, Isekai, Slice of Life, um, what else? Mecha, like well, mainly though, not Mecha, but mainly the Yaoi, the Yuri, the Slice of Life, the uh, the dramatic romance stuff, the rom coms, like all the stuff. Like I really don't like those stuff, but I have respect for those things. The only thing I do not have respect for, the one genre I do not have respect for, is just fan degenerate fan service edgy anime, man. That's really it. That's really it, man. Like, come on, bruh. And people try to defend those freaking anime, like, bro, it has a good story and it's funny. It's like, it's not funny. First off, it's not funny, man. Bro, that stuff was funny in middle school. That stuff was when you was a freaking younging. Like, yeah, it's funny. Like a freaking fart joke was funny when you was young. It's not funny, bro. It's stupid, bro. I have no respect for that. Everything else, though, I have respect for. Like, I'm not really into the LGBTQ plus things, but I have respect for them. And if the story is good, I will watch it. I would say there's one of my it's not anime, but one of my favorite gay couples is from 13 Reasons Why. I forgot their name, but the black guy and the Mexican guy. Um, I'm not really into the LGBTQ plus stuff, but like I said, if a story is good, I will watch it. I do not care about the gay stuff. I love good story. Another thing is there's this creator named Vizzy Pop, and she makes little animations on YouTube. I wouldn't say I like the I no, I kind of like them. There's this thing called Hell of a Boss, and there's a LGBTQ plus, I really know how to say it, couple called one is dang it, I haven't watched it in a minute because I've been really busy. But there's Stolas and Blitz. I love these guys. Mainly because I love Blitz and Stolas. Like I like Blitz because he's that crazy guy. Like, oh, hey, who wanna go? Like, he's just he's a off the walls character, and I love characters like that. And then Stolas, Stolas cool, man. Like, he's a cool guy, man. He's a really really cool guy. He's very powerful. I love powerful characters, and he's just a really nice guy. He's a really really nice guy. Man, his wife did him dirty. Um, but yeah, like so, and there's other stuff like that. I hate what they did in Legend of Korra. I don't care what anybody say. And I'm going to rewatch it. That came out of nowhere. It was. I don't like pandering. That was pandering. I'm sorry. Look, if it was build up and stuff like that, and it was really making it towards that, I wouldn't care. That was pandering, and I do not like what they did there. But I don't really talk about it a lot, and I don't really care because, to be honest, it was hard to even like now. Like when I was a kid, I was really mad, but now I don't really care like that anymore. And it's like the only thing I don't. So when I was a kid, I was like, bruh, why they do that, bruh? Like, why didn't she give it the guy? But now I don't really care as much because like, dude was trash. The guy that she was dating, bro, this dude was trash. It's like, dang man, like he did it to himself, and like I can't like unless they wrote in another guy for her to date, which is like really stupid to do. Only thing to do is like just do something like that. And so I was like, I bet. But no, I don't have any problems with that. Like, bro, I really, really just want a really good story. But that's all I want is a really good story, man. I want a good story. Um, but I would never respect edgy and fan service stuff. I would never respect it. Like, I will always trash it. I will always, because it's just degenerate, bro. Like, people just say, oh, but those anime are funny. No, they're not. They don't have good story, and they're not funny. And some of them are, but majority is it's not. Just like Isekai is, most of Isekai is trash. Most of ecchi harem stuff is trash, man. So yeah. But as you can see, like I said, I have a love hate relationship with anime. But yeah. Um, my number one anime I like. The number one anime I like, and my favorite genre. So yes, my favorite genre is fantasy. Reason why my favorite genre is fantasy is because it is the anime with the utmost potential to have a lot of everything in it. So I like anime that gives you a lot of everything, as much as it can. Maybe it can't hit on everything, but to mostly include everything it can. And fantasy does that. Like for instance, I don't like slice of life because it's really like I don't really do I don't really like one genre and just go with it. For instance, like I can't just watch a romance anime. Like if it's just strictly romance, if it's like a slice of life romance, like I can't watch it. Uh, let's like is it psychological, But like just a straight romance slice of life anime is I can't really do it. There's some that I can probably do, but I just really can't do it because I I just like it when I like it when it just when they throw a lot. I like it when not just anime, but when a show or a movie just throws a lot of stuff at you. Like action, comedy, romance, this, that. I like when it throws a lot of stuff at you. And fantasy, when done right, has the highest potential to do that. So that's why I like fantasy because it can throw some life. It can throw some slice of life at you. It can throw some romance at you. It can throw some action, some comedy, some horror, some psychological. Like it can really do a lot. Um, so yeah, that's why I like fantasy. And so that's the genre I like. My favorite number one anime. So when asked this question, people ask, what's your favorite anime? I never had to answer this because I never liked. I'm not saying that they were bad, but I never liked any anime that was that good. That to me, that I was like, oh, it's my number one. All of them were great. They were all great, man. The anime I watched were all great, like great. But one of them couldn't like, I couldn't see which one I can pick as my favorite. And if I did say what my favorite anime was, I was really just lying. Like I remember in high school around sophomore junior year, I was in some class and there was this girl and she had an Inuyasha keychain or something like that. I don't know. She had something with anime. We just started talking about anime and I was like, oh, what's your favorite? And because it was my first anime, I just said Inuyasha. But it's not my like I love it. I'm grateful to it, but it's not my favorite anime. And I just like I said, oh Inuyasha, or I might say something else, but it's my favorite anime is a recent anime. So actually, so I have a favorite anime series or manga series, whatever, something like that. That it depends. I really it was my favorite anime, but then it just dropped because of stuff in the manga. Um, but I'm letting it. I'm trying to see. I'm letting them. I'm stacking up the chapters because I don't like waiting chapter after chapter. I'm stacking up the chapters, and when it ends, I'm hoping it gives me a good, satisfactory ending for me personally, to put it at my top one because it was my because I love story. It was at my top number one for story, man. But it dropped, and that anime would be To Your Eternity. I love To Your Eternity. Um, I I have never had an anime made me feel so invested and sad and happy and like just all the things into it, like and for characters and the journey, whatever, and at the same time the orchestration of events and arcs and all that type of stuff, like what's going on with this character, what's going on with that character, um, you know, this fight, that like the orchestration of events in the story itself is like really really good, well done, and then I don't hate any characters. Now there's characters I like more than others, but I don't hate any characters. It's hard to hate any character, you know. Um, I don't hate any characters. If I hate a character in a show, that's and I don't mean like oh like that was intentional. I mean like I hate it because I just don't like that character, not because oh it was intended to hate it. Um, but yeah, I don't hate any characters, and I love most of the characters. You know, my favorite characters are you already know Google the goat. Google is the goat. He is my number one best character. Google is the goat, my dude. Look, from a kid, from a guy who grew up in a traumatic past with bullying and stuff like that, and feeling like you're lesser than everybody else and you're different, and then you get up with the glow up, bruh, at work, you can't see my full body, but like different when I start uploading other videos stuff like that, you'll see it, bruh. It's so amazing how I've met. So at my job, I there's people from my old middle school and maybe even high school who see me now and like, dang, you got buff, bro. It's so good to see that in anime. It's so good to see that because it really be like that, bro. The glow up be real, boy. The glow up be real. The glow up be real, boy. But yeah, um, but yeah, bro. Google the goat. That's my number one character in there. My next best character would be you already know why. She the baddest of the bad. Dang, I forgot her name. How to say? How I say? It's been a minute since I've seen it. Which I know what I'm talking about. Crazy, crazy chick, crazy chick. Uh, she's my bet. She's no one. She's badass. She can fight. She can like she's a good manipulator. Like bruh, like she's hot. She's hot, bruh. She's hot. Um, so yeah, that's my second favorite character. Third, shoot, Haku. I think what he's the third or sixth. I think maybe the sixth. I can't remember what, but he's like he would be my next favorite. Uh, just because like he's really really cool. I feel like that was the he he was really strong and dependable. You know, badass, and he like he did the thing that most descendants don't do. He sacrificed himself and he was being not selfish, bro. Which look, I feel like for everybody, it was like wow, he really did that, bro. It was like nah, bro, you trying to mess with the boy, bro? He my best friend. I love him. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead, and delete myself from the Discord server. Um, so yeah, he's my favorite. Like really cool dude. Really, really, really cool dude. I love him. I really love that character. Um, the next favorite would be Tanari. I'd say adult Tanari though. Oh, I don't know. I didn't really like her that much. I didn't have I didn't hate her. I didn't dislike her. It's just I didn't really find anything to like about her. But I'll say by the time we meet her and then by the time we see her ending, I really like Tanari. I really like Tanari. Anybody else? For people I would like really really like that'd be it. Now I know it's like oh why don't you have the main character on there? I think he's really cool. because he's basically a freaking god. But he doesn't. He's pretty interesting, but I don't really care for him like that. But yes, that was my former favorite anime. Um, Depending on what happens, how it ends, because some stuff in the manga pissed me off. Uh, so depending on some stuff happening at the end of the manga, with say if it shoots back up to number one. My current number one anime right now is Chainsaw Man. Now, people are like, what? Chainsaw Man? That's like a change of you know, pace from Tigger and Eternity. But yeah, it is. Especially since I'm saying like I like story. So at first, here's the thing: Chainsaw Man would not be my first pick for a show that I would watch or read. But my friend likes it, and he kind of introduced me. Bro, I was reading the first. I wanted so it was coming out, and I was like, okay, let me read the manga first, and I'm like, my reactors are reacting to it, so I'm gonna just watch them react to it. Um, I was reading the first three chapters, or first chapter. I was immediately like, yo, I don't know if I'm gonna like this because it has some. I'm gonna say this, bro. It has some emasculating things in it, and I'm not that type of dude. But I said, you know what? Let me stick with it, and I am so glad I did because it is really really great. Now here's the thing: while it might be fast paced, the characters, the orchestration of the freaking story is great. It is phenomenal. Oh my god, it has, bro. I don't even know how to say it, but for it to have perfect characters that I don't have to like. Look, I don't have to like a character to like a character. What I mean by this, like, look, a character cannot like. So people usually think that if you don't like a character, it's because they don't have things that you relate to. No, I don't care if a real character doesn't relate to me. If you are a good written character, and you can be whatever. Look, I don't really like dingy like that, bro. With the emasculating thing, like acting like a dog to women and doing all that. Like I'm even though I'm a new generation type dude, I'm pretty old school with my views and traditional. And I ain't liking all of that. No, but besides all that stuff he do, like acting like, as a big simp and playing like a dog to women and stuff like that, he is a phenomenal character, bro. He is phenomenal. He is phenomenal. He is really, really well written character. And the thing that sold me on it. So first off, he was an entertaining character. Man, I'm sorry, but your character has to be entertaining. It could be relatable all you want, but if it's not entertaining, but look, this is a show. Shows are made to be entertaining. This is what we, bro. This is why we was writing freaking stories and poems and all this back in the day for entertainment. If your character's not entertaining, what am I looking at him for? So yes, he is entertaining, but with the doing everything, trying to simp for boobas and stuff like that. He was very very entertaining. And the thing that happened that sold me on his character that I like is when, spoiler warning, spoiler for if you have not seen Chainsaw Man, don't look at this. But what happened was is that when Makisa showed her true colors and deleted power from the Discord server. First, he was shocked, and this is true shock. They be characters. They be trying to write characters be like, oh, that they don't do anything, and be like, oh, they were just in shock. No, this was true shock. This is Makima is a girl that he likes romantically. Power is a girl who he likes like a sibling. He loves them both, or he likes them both. He really cares for both of them. He trusts Makima a lot with his life. He just saw Makima, the person that he trusts with life and that he likes romantically, kill basically his sister, or kill her from the Discord server. He was in shock, and I loved it. I was like, okay. He was like, what, what, what'd you do that for? Wait, what? And she started laughing at him. It was crazy, bro. But anyways, yeah. So first he was in shock. Some things happen, and he takes up the fight against her. He's like, nah, I gotta fight her, bro. And usually what happens is that when it comes to like anime characters and having to fight the women that they like or something like that, or really anybody, but mainly the women that they about to fight that they like. They always back out and do this. Oh, I love her or something like that. But nah, he should have like nah. I got to delete you from the Discord server. I mean, he did he deleted her. He deleted from the Discord server. I was like, yo. I was like, I couldn't believe it, and it was really like, I'm sorry, I just had to do it. You was too crazy. You was just killing people. You was killing people from the Discord server. Like I couldn't. I know I'm saying this weird stuff. I'm trying to like make this video as clean as possible. But anyways, he's just like, yo, I had to do it, man. I had to do it. I had to do it. I really, really, really liked you. I really did. I still do. But if you ever seen Rush Hour, I think what Rush Hour 2 maybe, I don't know. Rush Hour 1 or 2 when it was that Asian girl and Chris Tucker's character was like, "Oh, you kind of cute," and she kicks him. He was like, "All right, I gotta fight you like a man, real pretty man." And at the end of the movie, they have their last final fight, and he accidentally deletes her from the Discord server by pure chance and luck. And he was like, "We could have been something special. We could have been a couple, but you one crazy ass witch." And I'm like, that's Makima and Denji. That's Makima and Denji, bro. It's like yeah, man. And like so yeah, man. Like he, to have a well written character like that doesn't play to the freaking tropes of like, oh, I love her. I can't delete her from the Discord. It's pretty refreshing and it was well done. But here's the thing. He didn't. Here's another thing is that he didn't contradict himself. He said he really liked her. Stuff like that. And he really cared for her. He did. And him deleting her from the Discord server did not contradict his feelings and his actions. Because a bit in the beginning of the anime, he even said like, "Yo, if Makima got deleted from the Discord server, would I be sad?" He was like, "Yeah, I'll probably be sad for a bit, but then I like bounce back." Like he like there was things in the story where like it when he does anything, it doesn't contradict his character. It's true to his character. Because there can be some times where, let's say, there was another character that did this. They could probably contradict their character because they let's say that instead of like them not they could have like a really 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 strong connection to this character, and them doing it just out of nowhere can contradict. But like it's just phenomenal written character. I love it. And then Chainsaw Man, the story itself, um, the story, while it is fast paced, it is orchestrated and written very well, and that's all I can really summarize it up to, man. Like it's written really well, you know, they explain things pretty well, and they do it fast, they do it quickly, and small details that you don't really care, that you don't really need to, that suspension of disbelief or something like that, a little bit like that. It's like okay, we could tell you some details here, but it really don't matter like that, so we could just speed past this to get to the main point. It is a get to the main point type of story, and it gives you enough details to where you can follow along. So yeah, it's very very well. And then that is another show where I do not hate the characters. I legit there's no character I do not like. Like I like Denji, I like Makima, I like Power, I like what's the dude's name? Lasasky type dude. I forgot his name, but I like him. I like the eye patch girl. I like the new cast of I like the new cast of um I forgot what they call it, fiends or something. I forgot what they call it. I love the whole cast of them. Um, like all the characters are very very good. So yes, characters that are dope, characters that are written very well, and the story that is written very well and gets to the point and entertains you and like it's for me it is the whole package. Has a little bit of romance in there, a little bit of shipping, whatever. It has a little bit of fan service. It has a little bit. It is. It has everything for me, man. It has a lot of stuff, man. Life situations. Denji came up from a rough past. Like it. It. It is very, very good. It is very, very good. If it was, I don't know if it's classified as an anime. If it is classified as an anime, okay. There's two other stories, or shows that I don't know if they're classified as anime, but I would put them on a list. Let's say I'm pretty sure this is anime, but the second would be my second favorite anime would be Cyberpunk. Again, It's not a story that very written, written well characters. Also relatable with. I heavily relate to David from being brought up from a rough past to being an egotistical. I'm that guy. I'm sorry. As you will see later, while I am humble, I am also prideful, and I'm that dude type of guy, and that's why I really love David. So I can relate to him. Plus, he's written very well, and he does not contradict his character. Um, so written characters and great story. Especially since it was short story, it's very easy to make a really good story. Most of the time. So that would be my second. Third would be Arcane. Oh my God, I didn't really care about League of Legends like that, and while Arcane made me want to play the game now, I still am not gonna play it because one, heard it's toxic. My friends play it, and they said like, "Hey, Quinn, don't do that." Um. Also, I'm not really a that type of player. I will play Smite because I feel like it's a little bit more simpler for me than I will play League of Legends. I'm not really like League of Legends. It's just not my forte. But in the end, though, Arcane was a great show. Great. So favorite character. Who's my favorite character? Oh, my number one favorite character is Silco. My second favorite character is Jinx. Third would be who would be my third favorite character? My third favorite character would probably be either it's a tie between Vi and Jace. It's a tie between those two. That would be my favorite character. Maybe Vi, because I like Vi's badassery, bro. Like she's very very badass, and I'm not, and I say Jason's my fourth character because I like the masculinity he showed. I love my masculine characters, but I love my masculine characters. But yeah. Reason why Sicko is my favorite is because, like I said, I love my masculine characters, and he's a really well written character. Again, like he's a very well written character. And he did not contradict himself. You know, and there's some other stuff. Reason why Jing is my second favorite character is the personality. I really don't care. Like I like the wild card personality. So that's one. I don't care about her personality too much, but it's just I like what they did with her character. So I like the wild cardness. Like that crazy character, and I like what they did with her character. Like they show so much. They show so much range on that character, bro. From happy to sad to frustrated to manic. Just it was fuck. It was. I mean, it was freaking beautiful. Um, and then yeah. But yeah, so the character's really good and the story was really good too. It was wrapped up pretty well. And it was just orchestration of events and the story was written well, man. It was just really written. So those would be my with shows that's like near anime, whatever. That would be my other ones. But yeah, that is my number one anime and my favorite genre. So the next thing would be number one anime I dislike. Number one anime I dislike. Plus genre. I already covered this. My number one dislike a genre is the ecchi genre. Basically, the ecchi and hammer. Basically, um, my number one anime I dislike. I don't really dislike anime like that. Um, um, I would say maybe I want to say maybe I would say I had it on the tip of my tongue. What was I about to say? Was it Tokyo Revengers? No, it was Tokyo Revengers. What was it? My anime that I dislike is I don't really have. Oh, The Devil's a Part Timer. Probably that. That's probably the anime that I dislike. Uh, Here's the thing though. It's not for me. I don't really dislike anime. Especially when I start to see what that anime is trying to do. it's mostly the characters that I started disliking. For instance, Tokyo Revengers. I love the show Tokyo Revengers. I hate the character Takemichi. Same thing with My Hero Academia. I My Hero Academia. It's another love hate because it's a pretty. I'm gonna say this in terms of motivation and inspiration and relatability. It's a pretty good show. I don't relate to the show, but I know that a bunch of people relate to the show. It does a good job at having people relate to the show with the characters. But I personally don't like it because trash characters. That's bad. Trash characters, man. Trash characters. Like all of them. All the only two good characters for me is All Might and Bakugo. Um, Besides that, also maybe Stain. But anyways, but yeah, but in terms of like inspiration and motivation, it's a really good show. Like if you want some motivation and inspiration, that is the show for you. If you like, if you're feeling down and you want some inspiration, motivation, you know, look at All Might, look at Deku, look at these other characters are going to define the odds, you know, like as a show. So that's why I have a love hate with it, you know, kind of like because like I love it from the motivation side, but I hate it from like the storytelling and the characters. I hate that type of it. But anyway, so but not. And then there's other shows like Black Clover. I hate the orchestration, but I hate the orchestration and the execution, but I like the characters and the ideas. Um, and like it's just I don't hate on anime. You know, um, it's really like anime. It's kind of like things that happen in anime or characters of anime. Um, but I can say I firmly can say that I do not like the Devil the Part Timer because here's why. The only reason why I watched it is because it was a rom com isekai, a reverse isekai based by the way. And the rom com. So I like the two characters on the screen. I love my kind of like you know I love the two characters on the screen. You know their aesthetics. I love the aesthetics of them. You know the redhead, slim, petite girl and the black haired guy. You know I kind of like that's my aesthetic that I like. You know, and so I like that. And then I started watching the first episode and I got a sense of it. I was like, okay, it's a little bit weak on some aspects, but I can watch for this romance. You know, it was a rom com. You know, it had in there. It was a rom com. I can watch for this romance. But recently, I found out that the main ship that was advertised, it happened, but it was done dirty, and that turned me off the whole anime because that was the number one reason, the number numero freaking stupid, but it was a number one reason why I was watching that show, and because there was fantasy to it, but the fantasy was weak. And then I don't really like all the slice of life stuff like that. Um, but yeah, the number one reason I was watching it, and it was trashed on, and so I don't like the anime. I would say that's my dislike, the anime I dislike, and then you already know about the genres. Anime hot take. Anime hot take. Oh, Rukia should have ended up with Ichigo. Ichigo should have ended up with Rukia. Forget Orihime. Look, I like Orihime as a character, but man, she she pisses me off. He like I feel like Type should have like been mixing up in the kitchen and made a way for Ichigo Rukia go to get together. And that actually follows up into what I really feel like is a hot take, bro. I don't know what it is about anime in Japan and just like mainly I'm gonna say anime in Japan. There's something weird going on, but they make romantic relations. Like I've seen this a lot. They make romantic relationships seem like friendships, and friendships like romantic relationships. What I mean like it's like there could be like a romantic couple or somebody like the main people where they have a bit of chemistry and and stuff like that. But and because here's the thing, the look, bro, the and I was talking about with this friend, the way anime be having their main characters look at each other, with that look of that I want to f you look like, oh my god, like bro, like that. It's like it's that f you look. If you see Lion King when I was looking at Simba, you know what I'm talking about. That f you look, bro. I've seen this time and time again, from male to male main characters, from female to male main characters, you know, stuff like that. Like I keep seeing them look at each other with this look of I want to f you, and it's like, okay, why are they looking at each other like that? For instance, Ichigo and Rukia, they had a lot of moments like that when they was looking at each other like I want to f you, and people were like, oh no, it was a look of proud and of being a friend and appreciation. It's like no, bruh, no, no, that is I want to f you look, and I don't know what is wrong with people when you think somebody when you look at somebody like that, it means oh I this is my best friend, something like that. Another thing is like another anime is like called Seraph of the End. I, I'm I'm pretty sure it probably has some like LGBTQ plus undertones or something like that. But if it doesn't, then that was weird because the two main characters, which were both males, they were like these best friends who grew up in an orphanage. Um, they kept looking at each other with the F me eyes, and I was like, it was like, it was like on that Sasuke Naruto Sasuke. I'm like, bro, why y'all looking at each other like that? Like it was like that F me look, and I'm like, bro, what's going on here? Like what's going on? Like I understand Black Butler. If this supposed to be a yaoi, then okay, it could be a yaoi. But like, why are you trying to hide it? Like what's going on here? Like Black Butler was supposed to be a yaoi. It had yaoi undertones, and I still liked it. But so yeah, it's just like man, it's like and I was talking this with my buddy. Guys don't look each other in the eyes with the F me eyes like that. We look each other in the eyes, and when we do, it's a moment of recognition and stuff like that. And it's like that. If you ever seen like that meme with Arnold Schwarzenegger and that other dude, that the black dude, when they clap hands and be like look at each other like, it's like we do. It's like we do look each other in the eyes, but like the F me eyes isn't. We don't give each other, bro. And a lot of freaking main characters when it's like two males, they do that a lot, and it's really weird, bro. Like they don't look at each other like that, bro. Same thing with the same thing with the male and females main characters. Like, dude, that's a romantic look, bro, or that's a romantic to a sensual look, bro. That's not a I'm friends with you look, bro. And so Ichigo Rukia was doing that stuff a lot, especially like like they had a scene with when Ichigo was losing his powers um, during the ice skating scene. It was a pretty romantic type scene, and they just write it all off. Like oh they're just best friends. It's like bro, I don't. And this is something I've noticed with anime in Japan. They have this weird thing, especially because I was watching this old anime called Speed Grapher. I don't know. I was just talking about it real quick. They have this thing where they have this thing that like in like majority of their anime where they try to put this like a philosophy or something where it's like these two characters, whether it be male and male, female female, male or female, whatever, they have a bond, they have a connection that's beyond love. It's like this pure love. No, it's not romantic love. It's not family love. It's not sibling love. It's not friendship love. It's just love that just goes beyond all reason. This pure love, some type of philosophy like that, and it's really weird. It's really really weird. If there was a specific anime trying to cover that, I'd love it. But most of these animes don't be covering something like that, and they start talking about something like they start giving that theme and that undertone. It's like, bruh, what is going on? For instance, the anime Speedgrapher from the early 2000s, there was it was a 20 late 20s to late 30s man and a early 17 to 18, I think she was like 17, 16 to 17 girl. And I don't know if they was trying not to like promote you know kids and grown people getting together or something like that. I don't know, but some of these things do. But I don't know if I don't know what they were trying to do, but they wouldn't go ahead and just classify if they basically want to give they wouldn't classify if these are like daughter and father or lovers. They wouldn't, because it was moments where like they'd actually be like, yo, this your girlfriend, like, do you love her? and he wouldn't be denying this stuff. But at the same time, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm not fit to be like a parent like this." Like, it'd be times where like they'll be trying to say, like, "Oh, it's like a father daughter." Then there'd be times where they're trying to say like it's like a lover and stuff like that. And like they wouldn't classify it and stuff like that. And it's like it's just really weird. And I hear that most of these people do that. They do it for like the money and stuff like that. But I don't think it's just the money stuff, bro. Like I think it's something really going weird on in anime in Japan, bro. Like I don't know what it is. But yeah, man. But yeah, I think that's about it. Like the hot take is, yeah, I guess like my hot take and stuff like that. Okay, so that is what I've reached with all my talking points. So yeah, if this video makes it up, if there's no problems in the audio and the video, and YouTube lets it up and stuff like that, if there's no problems, and you're tuning in, or maybe you're some years or months now from now you're looking at this or something like that, like whatever, thank you. But yeah, that's that. Like I say, I will be remaking these. I'm gonna leave this up, but I will be remaking them, or maybe I was cussing in this one. And I want to make sure I have a clean slate, so I might delete this or edit it or something like that, or I might like edit it. I might delete it, edit it, and put it back or something like that. I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna just put it up on there. That's really gonna happen to me. But I know that videos like this later on down the line, I know videos like this later down the line be hurting people because they get copyright strikes or some type of violation strike. I don't know. So I want to have a clean slate from beginning to start. I mean, from beginning to end. But yeah. So yeah. My name's Q Vonzel. This is Anime Metroplex Extravaganza. We're gonna be having good things here. Um, this is just gonna be your anime Metroplex. This is where you come from. All things. This is where you come for all things anime, and even new animes and stuff like that. That me and other people be collaborating and start trying to make true, come true. Um, Also, I'll be doing it later on, but to just make sure you can find me at other places besides this YouTube. I have two other YouTubes. Like I said, I have my YouTube where it's like a journey for me. Me reaching my goals, and and me talking to the people, which would be you, the viewers, of my new beliefs and philosophy, my lessons learned, and my challenges, and all of that. I'll be having that channel up. Then I'll have the Bobby channel, which will be me, my main group of friends, and probably extra people, from the channels and channels like this, stuff like that. Some guests. We'll be going and just doing stuff, like going bowling, going paintballing, doing skits, gaming videos. I will be doing. I'm gonna make sure I promote it on here too. I will be doing gaming videos, but not on here. I will be doing it on over there. But yeah, besides anime, it will be where you the place of fun. Also, there be updates on other stuff. And then there's this one, and then like I said, I will be on my stories will be on Fiction Press, Wattpad, Royal something. I gotta look it up. Web novel, tapas, web comic, manga tune, something like that. Um, Also, you can find me at Tumblr. You can find me on Facebook. I'm currently making an Instagram, and all that good stuff. And when I get time, I'm gonna start putting that all into the description of my YouTube channel and stuff like that, so you guys can find me and yada yada yada. But yeah, that has been our time here today for the Anime Metroplex, and I just want to say thank you so much. I've had a great time. I hope you have too, and see you next time on Anime Metroplex Extravaganza.